The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made by
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. The gun. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It down to the 32.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
43 is the mic. Yeah, let's get some team. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Go. 43 is the mic, boy.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
43 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one goes for 8 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7. Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 43.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Vikings 0.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. Right there. 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Down and 14.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that wasn't gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Just like that. Just like that.
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throw.
Now that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike's 49.
They're going to look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Complete.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Number 22.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After him, and they get there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st down.
Drop
first down. He'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the...
Hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check. Mike's 54.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
Tim carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Henry on the carry.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 15. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Falcons 17, Vikings 10. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Darren Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
9 yards. First down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Touchdown, defense. Alert 3.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brady.